feel like you're getting totally burned out? Do you feel like you don't have much of a life because you're tired all the time? Burnout is real, and it's important to see those warning signs of burnout because it's telling you that something inside your body is going on. So, I wanted to talk to you today about these warning signs to watch out for burnout. Hey, Dr. Angela Potter here, and I am joining you today from beautiful Hood River in the Gorge in Oregon. Behind me is the Columbia River, and it's pretty windy out here. In the summertime, this river right in here will be filled with windsurfers, but it's springtime, so there's no one out there today. I am out here because I am scouting places for retreats. So I have come up with a couple really cool spots. Stay tuned for information because I'm hoping to put together a retreat in the late summer, early fall. And as we get going talking about burnout, go ahead, subscribe here, like this video so you stay updated on all the cool videos that are coming out shortly. So, burnout. Who am I to be credible to talk to you about burnout? Well, I used to be in a place where I was so exhausted I could barely get off my couch. And when I got out of medical school, because I had a terrible time in school, and I couldn't get off of my couch. I was newly married at the time. We were starting to have kids, and I felt awful. I was depressed and anxious, and that wasn't who I wanted to be as a wife and the mother I wanted to be to my babies, and that's not how I wanted to show up in my life. Right? And at that time I had all this knowledge, but I hadn't discovered the vibrant health pathway. And so I became my own best patient, and I used my knowledge, my medical knowledge, my experience, and I put together this vibrant health pathway, and that catapulted me to a place where my family and I took a 3-month trip to Europe where we visited 17 different cities, and my kids were only 3 and 5 at the time. And that's the kind of person that I want to be. I want to have the energy for adventure and travel. And that's also why I join you in these videos from different places, because I like going on adventures just even in my daily life, even if we're not traveling across the world. And I'd like to take you along with me. So, back in that place of burnout, it was really important for me to figure out first what was going on so then I could move forward to help my body. And so these are some really important warning signs of burnout that you can start asking yourself if you're struggling with any of these, because that's an important step in order to go get some help. And, before we talk about the warning signs, there are some shortfalls to how people are treatment options that people are told when they go into their practitioner to talk about exhaustion and burnout. So, one thing people are frequently told when they go into their doctor is, well, you just have to deal with it. You're busy, you have a family, you've got this really important job. And that's not helpful, because there are some foundational ways that you can be supporting your body to respond well to the stress around you. And then the second thing that people are often told when they go in to see their doctor is, well, you just need to take this medication and this will do it for you. But really all that's doing is covering up symptoms, and it's not creating the answers that maybe you're looking for, right? And it's not that medication is bad. It's just that in this time of stress and burnout, there are so many other things to figure out what the body is doing that's then creating this cascade of low energy and stress and exhaustion and burnout, right? That need to be looked at, because those can be fixed before coming to a medication. Okay, so let's talk about these warning signs so that you can know if you are struggling with this. So some big warning signs of burnout are irritability, right? Snapping. Now, of course, we all get in our place when we're tired and everything, but this is, you just can't hold things back, and you're annoyed all the time, and you're angry, right? And all of a sudden, you're getting angry over small things that just are pretty insignificant, and yet your body is so angry about it. Getting frequent colds and flus. A lot of people that work with me have families, and so their kids are bringing lots of germs home from school, right? And their kids get colds and then get over it pretty quickly. But for them, they are struggling, weeks after their kids have gotten through it. They still have that sore throat, that cough, that runny nose. And that's a sign that your body is struggling with too much stress. Low sex drive, not feeling that juiciness in your body, and that is a sign of burnout. Isolation, right? Not wanting to be around friends, family, people that you love, doing things that you love, right? Because you just don't have the motivation and you just would prefer to be isolated. Stomach pains, headaches, those physical symptoms, those are signs of burnout. Why? Well, stomach pains because chronic stress lowers digestion, and acute stress does too. But when it's in our body for so long, then that chronic stress really does, it shuts down your digestion, and so after time you're going to start getting stomach aches, and that can lead to things like leaky gut and other issues. Poor sleep is a big sign of burnout, right? Not being able to fall asleep, waking up multiple times in the night, and then the opposite side of that, right? Like sometimes you just can't get enough sleep, and that goes back to that isolation piece, right? You just don't have the joie de vivre to be out there enjoying activities and people that you love. You'd rather be sleeping because you're just so burnt out. So if you've resonated with any one of these symptoms, then go ahead, reach out, give me a call, let's meet so that you and I can talk one-on-one, and you can talk to me about what's been your most frustrating health issue, what's your unique health picture, and then we can talk about why what you've been doing hasn't been working, and then action steps in order to help you to reach your health goals. Really, right now is the time to move forward with your health, because health is one of those things that's really easy to put on the back burner, and yet years down the line it's impossible to turn back time when issues have gotten too bad. And then you might find yourself in a place where you're thinking 20 years down the road, you're saying to yourself, gosh, I wonder if my arthritis, my diabetes, insert chronic disease here, wouldn't have gotten so bad if I had lived differently. All right, so right now is the time to take action for your health. Give me a call, we'll talk one-on-one about your unique health picture.